Oh,
do it now.
Oh God, I hope this is a good show.
Just no other way. Can you feel it now? It's like a steel boot to the gut. I feel the heat from these fields of fire. I hear the screeching of burning tires. I don't care how long it takes. I ain't never gonna break. I got a 5.56 that'll leave you out.
Oh my, that's such a really manly intro.
I
So
love
toxic.
that intro.
It's so toxic.
Oh, come on.
It is.
You
It's
pussy.
very toxic. Didn't realize that Daniel Day-Lewis is British until I saw some behind-the-scenes material about Spielberg's Lincoln. He's of Irish descent, though. His family is from Ireland, but he was raised in England. He's not the only Irish actor who has a posh English accent. And it's kind of odd when you hear someone that you know is Irish that does a spot-on Irish brogue from whatever region they're from. My preferred accent from Ireland is I like the Derry accent, and I like the accent from around the Ring of Kerry, down near southwest of Limerick and below Dublin, around Killarney, and that's where you get the Barry Fitzgerald's Irish brogue, which is like, oh, I wish you had. Oh, have a wonderful day then. The further north you go to Derry, it begins to sound like, well, I was over there with me dad,
Yeah, and when you go west, it doesn't sound like English anymore.
Yeah, fucking Irish.
Because when I was in Dublin, I really liked the way they talked there. But then my host dad switched to his dialect, but he was brought up and it was in the west of Ireland.
Which is,
I'm like, is he speaking English still, or is this? I don't know. It was
Father
weird.
Weems is from Dublin, and he has a very specific way of talking. Oh, we're going to go over there around 3:30. That will be when we go. Daniel Michael Blake Day-Lewis was born on 29th of April, 1957, in Kensington, London, the second child of poet Cecil Day-Lewis, Anglo-Irish, and his second wife, actress Jill Balkin. I like the Derry accent. It's actually, I think you're fucking around because it's Derry. Like,
yeah, but he's
Derry
making everything about food. You know him.
Okay. So Eclay's here, Penny is here, our good friends that are always here, and I love that. And we got Snorty and Gambit too. Shirley is here, my dear old friend Shirley. She says she's slow, so she can't watch movies sped up. I'm slow and old, she said. But man, I got to tell you, Shirley had to deal with the same people over there with Josh Becker, those fucking Xena fans. And I remember Susan from that I worked. She was on the first 2 years of the show, and our show. And Susan went on. The last I checked, she was working with Rue Morton. And I need to check in on her because I miss her. She's so funny. And she commented on how bad the Bruce Campbell fans can be. And I said, yeah, they can be assholes. There's no question about it. You've not experienced anything until you meet those radical fucking Xena fans. And I mean, rabid is beyond what they are. They are crazy. They're insane.
Dude, nothing beats a Raylo. I mean, accosting
Oh, I've
the
never dealt with them, so I have no opinion on them.
accosting the actors, wishing the kid from Alan Driver, that Alan Driver's kid, Adam Driver's kid, die. That he left his wife so so
What?
he can marry the Daisy Ridley. Yeah, Raylos are fucking crazy.
That sounds pretty insane. Yeah.
And by the way, you bring this up, Gambit. I was wanting to talk about because it's mentioned in the making of video on this that the problem with Daniel Day-Lewis is he's too method, and he should rely more on classic acting because this is what exhausts him and why he ends up, getting drained and wanting to take long breaks between movies. Now, look, if you can afford it, fuck it, do that. But if you're only doing it because you're exhausted from acting, you're doing something wrong. Okay? And Olivier was big on talking about this. He was not a fan of method acting.
It's not acting when you become the character.
And that's the problem. And Michael Mann talks about it, how he became Hawkeye.
Yeah, but they all praise that instead of.
I think that's a mistake praising that. I think it's a mistake using that because method acting is draining.
And that has to fragment your personality.
It does.
Positive.
It does because what's his name already has mental problems. Jim Carrey already has problems. Then he starts using method acting. And that's why he was such an asshole behind the scenes when he made Man on the Moon. People fucking hate him and won't talk to him anymore because of the way he behaved while making that movie. And one of them was Danny DeVito, got really angry at him because he's walking around embodying the character of Andy. And he says, that's not Andy. That's a character Andy played that you're doing, walking around being that. Andy was actually a very soft-spoken, kind person in real life, very loving. And he was not the characters he played. And so Daniel, and Michael Mann brings it up with this film that he embodied this character, and that's because he uses method. And method, I never used method. I can imagine how I'd feel if the person I love was taken from me. I don't have to have experienced that, even though I have, because if I could pull from anything, I could just take from, the kidnapping of Zoe, but I just think it's weird the way they do that. Gert doesn't really like it in the back door.
Whoa!
Boom.
Good breed.
Somebody play the video?
I'm still doing this, so
okay, I'll do it.
Hold on. I got one.
When you get in, open the back door. Right. Watch me swing.
Watch me swing, baby. I think they filmed it in they did.
Yeah, in the Blue Ridge Mountains.
It was supposed to be the piney, because some of it takes place in the piney areas that eventually go over to New Jersey and become the Pine Barrens. This is something that I did a graphic novel about the Oneida tribe rescuing Washington's troops at Valley Forge. And the Pine Barrens is mentioned in that story too. And a lot of conflict there. And I got to tell you, not a place I'd want to do armed combat in. No. First of all, those pines are thin and they're spread out. So getting cover from those things is impossible. You look like Tom Arnold trying to hide behind that stop sign in True Lies, where he's like, he gets his face behind the sign, but then his ass is sticking out, that he puts his ass in it and it pushes his upper body out. So he couldn't get coverage from the sign. And we know you're a bad bear, Snorty. But we went into this movie with me never having wanted to watch this movie. And the reason why is my late ex-wife went to see it back in 92. And she wouldn't shut the fuck up about this movie. And she also would play the soundtrack. She went and bought the soundtrack and played it all the time in the house, to where even listening to it now, I recognize it's a good theme, but they overplay it. Like Martin said it, you know, Martin says, man, it's just every few seconds that fucking theme came back. It's like, oh my God.
For 2 hours, almost 2 hours.
The opening of the New York subway in 1904, first built as a separate private system, helped bind the new city together.
Yeah. Gambit has been, for a wide comment, teaching us about the history of the renovation of New York City beginning in the 20s.
And I don't know how he came to that, but
yeah, I don't either. But hey, man, you keep being you, man. The late Jackie Gleason once told Anthony Quinn that he was marinating, not method acting. Yeah.
What?
He did like gin, man. He liked his gin.
Oh.
He was a martini guy. Anthony Quinn, I've always looked. One of my favorite moments, actually 2 great moments in film history, are Boris Karloff versus Jack Nicholson. And the next one is Laurence Olivier versus Dustin Hoffman. Nicholson and Hoffman were both method actors. They went to the same school. They went to school in New York, and basically they were the first early method actors. So was Marlon Brando, and but they go start acting with like legitimate stage actors, like Laurence Olivier, and old school actor like Boris Karloff. And Karloff got angry at Nicholson because Nicholson actually threw him into a chair. And he says, my boy, I know how to act throwing myself into a chair. You don't need to do it. You just pretend. And then you've got Laurence Olivier when they made Marathon Man. And Dustin Hoffman hadn't slept for like 2 or 3 days. He looked like shit, smelled like shit. And he's exhausted. And they're preparing for a scene. And Olivier just quickly shot back about his exhaustion and the way he looked. This is my boy. Have you ever tried just acting?
You know how they could have cured him from method acting with the tooth scene. So no. This is a real. No,
Yeah.
there's no anesthesia.
I'll tell you what, he did a really good job doing the way he talked and doing that all the time and putting that what was it? It was an extract from a leaf or something that he would put on the his teeth. Marathon Man, I'm telling you, Marathon Man and 3 Days of the Condor are the single most influential films in my writing and storytelling, because I love the way those stories were told. Very grounded in their storytelling. But, you know, method acting is what made him so weird, too. Because Daniel Day-Lewis is a weird motherfucker. And he, you know, it's caused him to be an introvert. I don't think he's a natural introvert. I think he came to this because of his acting. And did my camera just go weird?
No.
Okay, because some funny shit is just happening in the studio for me.
In fact, there's the most quality image in your camera from some time.
Oh, then I'll milk it. Hey, guys, what's up? Today's show is brought to you by Starbucks Iced Energy. This is the watermelon flavor with 0 calories, 0 sugar. And I got to tell you, fucking good stuff, man.
Yeah. Mermaid piece, if you ask me.
Those are the 2 films you instantly sprinkled in my mind there when you mentioned Karloff and Nicholson and Oliver and Hoffman. Yeah. And by the way, a lot of people if you go on YouTube, you'll find videos talking about that incident, and they make it sound like there was a rift between Hoffman and Olivier, and it's not true. They were very fond of each other. They liked working together, and it's sort of the same thing that happened later with Tom Cruise and him when they did Rain Man, because Rain Man, because first of all, Tom is more old school, okay, and he is not a method actor at all. He believes in understanding the script, and the more you understand the script, the better you do your character, to where it becomes first nature, not second nature. It's first nature. It's just natural. It sounds like it's coming out natural. And then you've got someone like Dustin Hoffman, who, despite being a method actor, is also prone to whatever happens when he does a scene. And there's a scene in that movie where he farts while inside the phone booth with Cruise. And all of that dialogue is in the movie, was real between the two of them. He goes, "Did you fart?" And fucking Hoffman's like turning and talking, Judge Wapner, with all that shit that he says. Okay, Gary, I love this movie, and BL made it to 1.9 thousand subs. Oh, that's fantastic, dude. Congratulations, brother.
Very cool.
Better luck on typing next time.
Yeah. Try your fingers instead of your butt cheeks.
This isn't even typos. This is just letters, random letters like being thrown in. It's like sometimes I picture you there with like walrus mitts on typing.
Oh, another breed.
Backdoor musket, massive farts. Okay, let's get him on here. Hold on. Here we go, another Scooby one.
No time to explain now, Shaggy. We gotta get the sheriff.
Let's take this back way out.
That's what the fart said to the turd. Let's take the back way out.
Okay,
I'll lead
do you
the
want
way.
to bring the clip up, Gary?
I'll lead the way.
Do you want to
There
bring
was
up
this
the clip before we
comedian-
start the slideshow?
There was this comedian that was talking the other day that cracked me up, man. He said, I had one of those moments where, I thought I had to fart. And then there was no sound. And he realized he sharted himself. It was funny as hell. He's like, how am I going to get out of here? Oh, I love that stuff, man. Try typing with bear paws.
I thought you typed with your nose, Snotty.
Oh, man.
Okay, now
Okay, what is
You-
this? Ironically, Method Man is not a method actor, right?
you mentioned your experience with The Last of the Mohican, and I'd like to talk about this experience.
One
with
last
that.
thing before you go is also it was required reading in school.
Oh,
And so I read the book when I was a kid. And I got to tell you, I was bored out of my mind. Even Black Beauty was more interesting to me. Wind and Wuthering, or Wuthering Heights. Sorry, Wuthering Heights. was
are you talking
more
about
interesting to read.
the book?
Yeah,
Okay.
because I
Oh.
read a lot of books as a kid, classic literature, and I really thought this book was boring. Call of the Wild is 1,000 times better a book than this one. But the fact is, like the tagline for the movie was, he was the first American hero, Hawkeye.
Oh,
So, but go
Well,
ahead, man. Go for
my
it. I got
experience
it
was,
all out.
do you remember every time, everyone has this moment when you see a trailer, a movie is promoted, it goes into theater, but something tells you, I don't want to watch it. And then the hype passes. Years later, you see it and you say, oh shit, I should have gone to the cinema. Well, this was not that movie. as I was watching, I said, "Oh, there was a good reason I didn't want to watch this ever." And here's the thing: I remember as a kid seeing a version of The Last Mohican. I think it may have been Rankin Bass, and I
I
like
like
that.
Rankin Bass. Well, they've done several animated versions of this story, and I've never watched any of them.
No, I watched one animated and I loved it, but for some reason I never felt the need to watch this one. And when I finally saw it yesterday, I was it's a letdown.
Okay. What's going on here? He says, hi, Shellback, and I don't see Shellback commenting or anything.
I don't see Shellback either.
Did he get blocked by YouTube?
No, Shellback is not here, nor on Rumble, nor on X.
Yeah.
Gambit says good, hello to people sometimes that are not here. I don't know why.
Gambit, stop gaslighting me, please.
Yeah, you're confusing Martin.
James Fenimore Cooper wrote and then released a book in 1826. True.
Now, I gotta say something good about.
Oh, he is here.
Oh, was here? How? But
how did he know that you were here?
Yes.
We couldn't see you. Like, what the fuck is going on?
They are colluding.
Yeah. I get a stinking suspension. You two are like either the same person or good friends. It's funny you brought this up, Gambit, because I brought up Samuel Clemens last night talking with Anima that, Samuel Clemens, Mark Twain, was really the most prolific first real writer for America. And he just wrote Americana in a way that nobody could do it. And I just love that. And then he ended up doing a great story about King Arthur's Court, which is really good, called A Connecticut Yankee in King Arthur's Court. I always liked that one. Let's see. It was a book with a sequel, then a prequel. That's right. All released within, I think, 3.5, 4 years apart. Because he wrote the book, then he wrote a sequel, and then the third book is a prequel from before. And all of them sold well, but the main book is when it sold the best. Let's say some nice things about this book. It's a beautiful film. It's beautifully shot.
Oh, it looks gorgeous, yeah.
Now, I do know that they did what's called quick loading on the guns, but I consider it a failure in the film to not show more of them reloading, because
you see the
they make it look like they're repeaters.
No, I mean, we're not talking about the same thing.
I'm talking about the guns. The guns in the film, they don't show them reloading a lot of the time.
Yeah.
And that's weird because it's a main thing to deal with. And what they trained at in the making of the film was doing quick loading, which takes half the time of a regular
while
load.
running.
A whole load takes about a minute to do. And he was doing it in 25 to 30 seconds, these quick loads. And I was impressed at how good Daniel Day-Lewis was at doing this shit. And they learned proper combat techniques and with modern weapons, including an M16. Shellback, it's so good to see you, man. That's 2 times in a row getting to see you. I love that. Oh, and of course, my favorite avatar, Country Shape Media, is here.
The only gouge eyes.
Eyes. When reloading, first powder, then ball. When nothing happens. It's like, I fired the weapon, nothing came out. You got to put the ball in. Shit. But he learned quick loading. And oh, by the way, that's Richard Harris's son.
Yes.
And my God, I've seen him in a lot of fucking movies, okay? And I'm a
Yep.
big fan of his son. But I got to tell you, he sounded just like his dad when he was yelling in this scene. I shit you fucking not.
I have never seen him so
all I
young,
could hear was his dad. All
so
I could
young
hear
and
was his
so
dad.
skinny.
Yeah, and he gets probably one of the roughest deaths in the movie. There's a lot of killing in this film. It's a very violent movie. I tell you, I appreciate it. But my problem is that the action in the film and things happening, not just action, but things happening, are so drawn out that the movie just is so heavy to watch for 1 hour, a whole fucking hour. And right about 1 hour and 8 minutes is when the movie begins to move. Hence it being a movie. It's a moving movie by 1 hour and 8 minutes. But before that, it's tedious and it's got great information in it, very well acted, beautiful to look at. But my God, I'm fully aware I'm watching a movie for 1 hour and 8 minutes. And you should be pulled into the movie. And I, for one, was not. And I want to like films like this. And I had so much trouble with this. The book is good too, but as I said, it has the same problem to me. Is Samuel Clemens is a far better writer than Cooper was. But Cooper took real events, real people, and then created some fictional characters, and then did the greatest sin of all, kind of lied about things you shouldn't lie about in order to simplify the relationships of the Indian tribes. And it doesn't do them honor when you do that. And these people, I don't care if they were serving under the French or if they were serving under the British colonies. These men were brave and they were incredible warriors. But I do want to teach you something here. And Anima, you want to do the teaching? You want to tell them? Because you know now?
No, you do.
Okay. This is the 7-Year War. This is where scalping got its start from the French. The French was the country that taught American Indians how to scalp. And this began the practice of getting scalps. And in particular, they liked getting white scalps. And there were traders that collected these things and sold them. They were popular all the way down to New Orleans. And people would hang them from rafters and shit, scalps. Taverns had them. It's pretty wackadoodle, man. But the truth is, American Indians never scalped until the French taught them. Let's not forget that Johann August Sutter, a Swiss immigrant, came to California and dominated the Wild West. And there's a movie adaptation depicting Sutter made by Louis Trenker in 1936. I'm waiting for my land acknowledgement.
Hi, Zax.
All I get to
Here's
say
your
to you,
acknowledgement.
all I have to say to you, Zax, is sorry.
No. Here's his.
you, Kyle.
There you go.
You need to play the one for Snorty too.
Oh yeah. What happened?
I don't know.
Oh, somebody. Son of a bitch! I know what you're doing.
If you go back and watch, you will see me go like this right before I hit it because I was counting how long it would take you to click it the second time. And I hit it just
You're a bully.
It's little skills like that that allow me to do that echo talk where I can echo somebody and it drives them up a wall. So, but it's good to see you guys. Not surprised about the scalping, considering the French are famous for the guillotine too.
Well, they almost scalped the queen with the guillotine.
Can I hit play?
Yeah.
Yeah. I just wanted to point that thing out about Richard Harris's son here. What is his son's name? I always forget it. He's such a good actor. I really liked him. I felt that when Richard Harris died, that he should have been brought in to play Dumbledore. Now, I will point out the two of the main American Indians in this. Because I've talked about Tootie before, because he's an amazing fucking actor. I'm trying to find his name in here. Where the fuck is he? There it is, Wes Studi. He plays Magua. And Magua is one of the main characters in the book too. He was villainized in the book, but the fact is these characters were exaggerated by Cooper in the book, and I don't like that. But I liked it in the film. They made him a little more understandable in here. Now, Wes Studi and what is his name? Is it Russell? Yeah, Russell Means, who plays Chicken Gook. He and Moody were part of that great pipeline rebellion back in the 70s. And Michael Mann thought it'd be so cool to get these two American Indians who are a major part of that protest to come and play these characters. And that was it. He wanted those two and nobody else. And he did a fantastic job casting them. And one of the most interesting things is that Russell was older when he made this film. He was about 50 years old.
Yeah, 53 something.
Yeah. And he was kind of out of shape. And he went out and fucking physically trained on his own. And so when he showed up to shoot, man, he was able to run up those hills like that with a weapon in his hand and did his own action scenes. He and Studi both did. And that fight between them at the end is, everything that this story builds towards. And that's the thing I feel kind of falls to the wayside in the first hour of this movie, is this thing between these two that is so powerful in the book, but not so much in the movie, because the movie seems to focus more on incidents happening, of course, but that the focus is on Hawkeye and I just forgot her name, Cora, their love. And of course, who doesn't want to watch? Madeleine Stowe is probably one of the most beautiful women. I'd put her in the top 10 most beautiful women in film since the beginning of filmmaking. Because Madeleine's just like, I don't know what it is about her. She's just beautiful. It's not like she's hot. She's beautiful.
Beautiful. But she can act.
She can act.
No, she can't. She can't act.
Oh, I liked
Save
her.
her life.
I liked her in that movie where she got the surgery from new eyes, and she keeps seeing it from the perspective of a killer. It reminded me of The Eyes of Laura Mars, but it was actually another film.
Don't get me wrong. I will watch her on almost everything, and mostly because she mesmerized me. But not for her acting chops. No,
she's just beautiful, and she smiles great. But she like that scene was pretty tense when she picks up that gun and shoots that one Indian
in the head.
Oh yeah.
Bullet hits him right in the fucking head. I'm like, holy shit, that was good. Another actor who is important in this is Eric Schweig, who played Uncas. Uncas is an important character in the story. He's the son of Shikunkuk, the biological son, while Hawkeye is the adopted son. And that's why that last line that Shikunkuk delivers which is the title of the film and the book is, I truly am the last of the Mohicans. Because everybody's dead and he has no progeny. He loves Hawkeye, but that's not his bloodline. And that's just fucking sad. And Wes Studi is just fucking great as Mugwa. God damn, he is good.
I need to know why Magua was always referring to himself in the third person.
I just think some people talk that way. It's weird. I've met a few that do that, and it's fucking weird, but they do it. They do it. By the way, if you don't recognize Maurice Reeves, who plays one of the British officers who ends up having also another fucking rough death, very good actor in this film, is a former Romulan from Star Trek Next Generation. Yeah, he's been in a lot of movies, man. I think one of the best films he played the part of Major Corcoran in The Eagle Has Landed, which we've already done.
Holy shit, Cole Meany was in here. I don't remember seeing him.
I didn't know he's in here. I know Pete Postlethwaite's in here.
I
see
saw
him. But yeah, Cole Meany plays Major Ambrose. Holy shit. I did not recognize him.
Huh.
How much Brian was in this movie? Miles O'Brien.
No.
The minute you bring him up, it's coming.
Yeah.
Michael Mann, of course, directed this film, but there was one scene that had something in the region of 20 takes. Because directors tend to shoot extra coverage, especially if there's tits involved. Peter Postlethwaite, brought him up. Daniel Day-Lewis would again star opposite each other in The Name of the Father. That's a really good fucking movie.
Yes.
It's about the Irish prisoners that go on a hunger strike. TJC is not weird when he talks about himself in the third person. Let me tell you, Shellback, I played with this guy for years on Xbox. His name was Barbecue Bob. His real name is Bob. He lives in Bear, California, and he is like the weirdest motherfucker. Well, he was the head of the Barbecue Clan, which was one of the top clans in America's Army, as we were. We competed back and forth for first place all the time with America's Army over game battles. And we kicked the shit out of them. We were all military vets in our clan. And ironically, I don't even remember the name of my clan. I don't remember it. But I'll never forget Barbecue Bob with the Barbecue Clan. And there was one other one, Blackwater Mercs was another one. And none of them were actual with Blackwater. They just called themselves that. And man, just great fucking competition. And we all became friends. And Bob stayed with me for about 8-9 years. We played together until I just quit playing Xbox. And guy always talked about himself in the third person, and it got better the more he drank, because he would get drunk by the end of the evening, and he'd be yelling, "Oh, old boy shot Bob like Bob owed him money."
Weird.
How you doing tonight, Bob? Oh, Bob's pushing on doors that say pull. Always talking about himself, and he was a cigarette smoker. We had that rough voice. Oh, well, you're talking to the wrong group, guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, guy. Hey, buddy. Hey, pal.
I'm happy that you can enjoy it. I found it boring, sometimes out of place, and sometimes was just manipulative. There were scenes in which you needed
that's what
silence.
Scores are for. Is they're really there to direct you how to feel about something. but I don't like music over combat. I never
No.
have.
It
including
just
in
always
this
feels wrong.
Yep. So I do want to point out that Daniel Day-Lewis is a student of Dale Dye. Because Dale Dye was the senior military advisor for this film. Shall we
They
go
had
ahead and play
to-
the video?
Oh yeah. Let me pause this one. I cannot pause it. I don't see the controls. Anime, if you can, please.
I did it.
Okie doke.
Remove.
My task for Michael Mann and The Last of the Mohicans was to build a military unit. In fact, I built it after the model of the 35th Regiment of Foot.
You better fall in. You better be silent.
I had to then take these 30 reenactors that I had sort of recruited. They weren't performers, and I didn't want them to be. There was no call for them to be actors. There was call for them to be soldiers.
Don't you traitors! Ready!
He's so such a Marine.
And the only way to
He
build
yells.
them is quite simply to build their endurance, to build their physicality until they understand how tough that life was.
How do we feel, 35th Regiment of Foot?
Yeah, I worked for that man. I fucking love that dude. Dale Dye.
Okay, somebody hit play because I can't.
If you don't
well,
see the
it's
controls
already-
up
it's already
there,
playing.
you can also access them down
Play
there
down
in the
below.
back.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
Down below.
If your mouse
So
over
Daniel
it,
Day
just
went
get it
apparently
composed.
method with playing disabled in the 1989 film My Left Foot. So much so that he had himself surgically altered to be able to do it. No, he didn't. It's not that method. I remember asking my buddy, who's an amputee, he plays the part in my book, The Vindicated. You know, I asked him because originally the character had both legs, lost both legs, and I asked him. I said, "Hey, buddy, how method are you?" And that's of course Kurt Yeager, good dude. Daniel Day went apparently method. Let's go to the next one. Let's linger. Oh yes, countless adaptations like the 1957 TV special Hawkeye, The Last of the Mohicans. And not to mention the show MASH, 1969, The Leather Stocking Tales Part 2, The Last of the Mohicans, German, 4-part German-France series. Yeah, you've not seen, this is a joke, the Klingon joke. You've not seen Last of the Mohicans until you see it in the original French-German. The first Queen's Muscatels. Yeah, with that, yeah, Musketeers. No, okay. Muscatel, if you don't know, anime is a mixed drink.
Oh, okay.
That's why that was funny. Mostly.
Oh, you mean Muscatella? Yeah, that's a wine.
Let's see, 1977, Last of the Mohicans, American TV movie. Taranaka and Ned Romero as Chicken Goop and Don Shanks as Uncas. Like when I was young, I had three favorite American Indian actors. Number one was Jay Silverhills. I fucking love that guy. And then, of course, Chief Dan George. And God, I just forgot his name. Hold on a second. By the way, I'm considering doing both Poltergeist films this year for Craig T. Nelson's birthday week. Because as much as I love the first movie, I enjoyed the second movie more.
When is his
But,
birthday?
I think it's in November. But Will Sampson is the other actor. The guy was in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Fucking Will Sampson. He used to come into my mom's bar, and he'd drink with my mom. And my dad met him, said, nice damn guy, really nice.
What's his name again?
Will
Green.
Sampson. Graham Greene is my next favorite American Indian actor.
I don't
And then
see him
Wes-
anywhere on our list.
And then as I got older was Graham Greene and Wes Studi. I fucking love both those guys. Great fucking actors. I also like the Mesoamerican actor that was in Apocalypto, the one that just died. He's really good.
Yeah, we don't have him on our list.
Who?
The guy you just mentioned.
Craig T. Nelson?
Not
No,
seeing
it's
his name anymore.
Will Sampson was the Indian actor. Craig T. Nelson was the actor I said we're going to celebrate in November.
Yeah, but he's not in the list for November.
I
Oh,
put
well,
him in
look.
there. I
No.
put it. Look in another month. Then I might have the wrong month. Craig T. Nelson.
I went through the list. I couldn't see him anywhere.
Oh, well, we can do that later.
Oh no, we have to do this now.
Oh, there, April, second week of April.
All right, then shut the fuck up.
Oh,
Well, you said November, so I went to the
the
bottom
sweet,
of
the sweet words of love. Oh,
Yeah, right.
To the classic episodes of the Twilight Zone, Little Girl Lost, Long Distance Call had inspired Poltergeist 1 and 2. I'm not surprised on that slasher, Fred. I remember those. There is an episode of God damn it, the other show at the time, The Outer Limits, where a little boy gets lost. He ends up going through some sort of portal in his wall, ends up lost on the other side. Also reminds me of Poltergeist. And I think that was Will Robinson, Billy Mooney, that was in that one. All right, I'm going to look it up because that was like one of my favorite Outer Limit episodes ever. Control F, Outer. Oh God, I got a song stuck in my head right now.
Yeah,
Jesus,
the best thing about this is the landscape.
no.
Which song?
The fighting I liked very much, especially when they went to hand combat.
Yeah, that was good too. You're right. Very violent, this movie.
Yeah, and I like the when you see the making of the training that Daniel better said, then Daniel Day-Lewis practicing that signature move in which he gets down, cut off the tendons of the back, your hamstring, and
Yeah.
then throws you into the ground and lands with the knife in the neck. That's man, he did that like 100 times.
Yeah, well, like you said when we were talking earlier, the making of is way more pleasant to watch than the movie.
Yeah. Oh man, it's commendable. He really learned all the skills necessary to portray the character.
Yeah, and that special weapon that
Yes.
and that was a real weapon too. And it's like I've always said that is what the Klingon battle
Should
weapon
use.
is based on, because that weapon was fucking horrifying to get struck by. When he hits him in the fucking elbow, and they show, like, I don't know how they did that, because he fucking hit Wes Studi in the elbow with that thing, and I'm like, how did they pull that off? And you see the damage in his elbow, That arm's not working ever again, you know. And
then in the left shoulder. Oh, that was the final blow before the final blow. That was the blow that led Bagua is looking like a okay. Please finish me.
right. And the way he just looks at him, ready
Yeah.
for death. God, man. Now there, I'm going to tell you, after an hour and 8 minutes, the last part of that film is so emotional for me, the combat. Oh, it's so intense. Yeah, it was Little Girl Lost, and it's actually a girl in that one, not the one with Billy Mooney. And that's the episode that says it even right here. The legacy from this episode of Outer Limits was Poltergeist, the movie. And it says it's Twilight Zone, but it also says Outer Limits here.
Holy
Okay.
shit, Bela Lugosi played Chingacook. Hey, I need to see
Well,
that.
he's got that nose. So actors like him with high cheekbones easily could play American Indians back then in black and white. Everybody else is taken. Bella's stardom happened with Dracula. Yeah, because he was actually in the silent version of The Greatest Story Ever Told. He played Jesus. Did you know that? Bela Lugosi.
No.
Yeah. I don't have to open up IMDb and Wikipedia to know stuff.
Oh, come on.
It helps to have it around, but I just remembered that. And I thought that was so cool because he played the Prince of Peace and the Prince of Darkness. That's a career right there.
Yeah.
A royal career, you say?
So here it is. It was Gerardo Tarcasina that just died from Apocalypto. But the one that tripped me out in that movie is Raul Max Trujillo. Good God, that guy is scary as an actor. But I've heard him in interviews, and he's a tad bit light in the loafers when he talks, which kind of shocked me because he plays such good, tough villains. And then he's like talking, and he's all soft. And it's like, the fuck is going on here?
Do you want to mention who else we lost yesterday?
Oh. Yes, was mentioned.
We lost the wonderful Robert Duvall. And it's so funny because we had our Robert Duvall week last month, you know, and I fucking love that guy, man. He's in my top 10 favorite actors of all time. And I just fucking love that guy. Nobody could beat him, man. He became whatever character he was playing. And I don't think he's method. I think he's just that good of a fucking actor. And man, I'm so glad I finally watched The Great Santini before he died. He's one of those people I wish I could have got to talk to because I fucking love that dude. I do have a new movie that I downloaded, Anima, that I think you're going to enjoy. I've already watched it. Now I want to watch it again. It's called Milius. Came out in 2013 about John Milius, one of my favorite writers.
Oh yeah, you love the guy.
And apparently I'm not the only one. I mean, fucking Coen brothers love him. They love him so much they created a character based on him in The Big Lebowski. Yeah, Uncas's death is the one that really fucking broke my heart. Because you see him, just like Hawkeye, run into the woman he loves to save her and fucking dies. Yeah, Robert Duvall was just something else, man. And I love the way he was able to call back to his own military service to play some of these characters. Because he was a grunt during the Korean War. And the fucking guy, played great military characters. Apocalypse Now, great Santini, just really knew how to play those characters. And look, in playing, what is it, Tom Sullivan, is that his name, in The Godfather? The legal consultant for The Godfather in the Godfather films. Well, 1 and 2. The consigliere is what they're called.
Consigliere, yeah, it was Tom, but I don't think it was Sullivan. Tom Hagen.
Tom Hagen. It's Irish still. Hey, I like that film. I don't love it, but I do like it. It's kind of a weird film. It's got quirks in it. Like the moment Jesus dies in the film, played by Max von Sydow, suddenly John Wayne is in the movie. Like just out of the blue, he's standing there with a spear. He's one of the Roman centurions. And he says this line, "This man truly was the man or the son of God." And I'm like, that was really fucking weird.
The Bush Verin.
Bush. Bush. There's Bush. I need to get another clip for him that just says, "That was so 70s of you." What was that in? That's in Scary Movie 1, right? The first one. How 70s of you, that the joke. Because when she lets her underwear off, her pussy hair just explodes outwardly. It's a fucking real bush. I guess I'm the only one who saw that.
Yeah, I saw it. Not okay,
Using physics and geometry prove that this movie is solid. You know what? That makes me think about Eric Weinstein. I might actually write him and ask him, how do you prove a movie is solid? I know he won't respond to me. That'll make me chuckle, though, having sent him a letter asking that question. Using physics, how do I prove that? And because Dale Dye is the military advisor in this film, we're going to play this video.
Dragon! Fire the black area!
God, this is some of the moments, because look, Bush, I'm not going to argue with you. The last 45 minutes of this movie is amazing cinema. But that first hour and a half, it's beautiful, well acted, but god damn, it's slow. But Michael Mann wanted to make a film, and he tried in his own way to make this more accurate to what really happened in that period. And I think that's good, because that's, for me, that's correcting the sin of Cooper, who wrote the novel, because he committed a historical sin. He lied about the American Indians and who they were and what they were like.
That's shameful.
Yeah,
look who's been sassy here.
you're not going to argue, you're going to agree. Okie dokie. Let's just put it this way, Bush. It's nice to see you. Okay?
Always.
Yeah,
pass
always
that-
good to see you.
Shut the fuck up and sit quietly and watch the show.
Hey, and where's my food porn? I haven't seen a picture of food in weeks.
Yeah, what's up with that? You okay, Bush? Well, he was trying to, endeavor to, even if you listen to his interview in the making of video, he kind of talks about it, that he was trying to correct the wrongs of the book. But he understands, because you can't judge the past with modern eyes. You just have to learn not to repeat those mistakes. But when you look back, hey, James.
Hi, James.
When you
Hello,
look
James.
back to what Cooper was doing, this is really the beginning of the expansion in this country. And it had to happen. And writing like that helped people want to expand. And I understand that. But as a historian myself, because of my dad, I love history, and I prefer films that are more historically accurate and respect the cultures that they represent in the films. Yeah. Look, I'm not going to tell you I love the film, but I do appreciate it. I really do appreciate it. My fucking boss is the military advisor on it. So I have to have some kind of appreciation for it. And I'm a big Michael Mann fan. I love his filmmaking. I've always wanted, and will never get to see it because he doesn't want to be involved because of his experience. We'll never get to see the director's cut of The Keep. I would love to have seen what his vision was. I would love to see it. Now, there are other people who you know, because we saw the reconstruction of The Big Red One, you know, that other filmmakers got together and took his original edit notes and put the movie back together in the order that he had it in the original cut of the film. And they did that, and I love that. That is the best version of the movie Big Red One. Absolutely, Davey. Absolutely. It's good to see you, man. Yeah, Robert Duvall is gone, man. God. Let's see. I love everything about it. The cinematography, the story, the characters, the music. It's an all-time classic for me. I'm glad you feel that way, man. And it's not like I don't feel some of it, because I do. I think this is a beautiful film. I think it's beautifully shot. A lot of love went into the making of this film, a lot of passion. And I love the fact that Michael Mann tried to bring more of the real history into the way they conducted themselves, especially the American Indians.
And
because you had tribes on both sides. You had the Huron and the Mohicans in this.
And he tried every time he could to use real natural light.
Which makes the movie really dark in so many scenes.
This is why, yeah, exactly. And I got to tell you, I love the fact when a director does that. Like Ridley Scott did that with his first movie, The Duelists. And that's why that movie to me looks more beautiful than the Ryan O'Neal Stanley Kubrick film, Barry Lyndon. It's not just that, you know, The Duelist has a better story than Barry Lyndon, because it does. But the fact is, I think it's more beautifully shot, and it's shot for a smaller budget, and he did it with that natural lighting, because they couldn't afford all the fancy lights that Kubrick had to create the fake realistic lighting. Put a Charlie Don't Surf. Yeah. Some foxtrot. Shall we dance? I know where there was old black and white TV show, but where does this story come from? It comes from a book that was written in the early 1800s, back in 1826, by James Fenimore Cooper. And he wrote 3 books about this, which was, he wrote first this book, and then he wrote a sequel, and I don't remember the name of the sequel right now. He wrote the sequel, and then he wrote a prequel to Last of the Mohicans. And that was really like his biggest books that he did. I think there's a really cool drawing I want to show. I'm trying to find it right now. I found it. This was done in the 1890s. Martin, can you pop this up when you get a chance?
Yeah. Remove.
My tab.
Again. Boomerang again.
This is an illustration from an 1890s edition of the book. that is really, I just like this style of artwork of
You know-
one of the Hurons fighting a bear.
Friend of yours, Snody?
Yeah, Snorty, is this one of your ancestors? First cousin?
Okay, I found it. So the book collection is called Letter Stocking Tales. And the first one is the Deer Slayer. The second one is this one, Last of the Mohicans. Then we have the Pathfinder, the Pioneers, and the Prairie.
Thank you.
Written between 1823 and 1841. You're welcome. I like to be useful sometimes.
In 1826, Cooper moved his family to Europe from the Americas, where he sought to gain more income from his novels, provide better education for his children, improve his health, and observe European manners and politics firsthand. While overseas, he continued to write. His books published in Paris include The Prairie, the third leather stocking tale in which Natty Bumppo dies, in the Western land newly acquired by Jefferson and in the Louisiana Purchase. There's also the published The Red Rover and The Water Witch, two of his many sea stories. During his time in Paris, the Cooper family became active in the small American expatriate community. He became friends with painter and later inventor Samuel Morse, and with French general and American Revolutionary War hero Gilbert du Motier. Marquis de Lafayette as well. Cooper admired the patrician liberalism of Lafayette, who sought to recruit him to his causes and eulogized him as a man who dedicated youth, person, and fortune to the principles of liberty. Yeah, I like that. In Europe, Cooper's hostility to the perceived corruption of European aristocracy grew as he witnessed the effect that had on the politics of the United Kingdom and France, in particular what Cooper considered to be the power they held in national legislature and judiciaries to the exclusion of other classes. In 1832, he entered the list of the political writer in a series of letters to the magazine Le National, a Parisian journal. He defended the United States against a string of charges brought by the Review of Britannica. And for the rest of his life, he continued skirmishing in print, sometimes for the national interest, sometimes for that of the individual, and frequently for both at once. This opportunity to make a political confession of faith reflected the political turn that he already had taken in his fiction, having attacked European anti-republicanism. In the book The Bravo in 1831, Cooper continued this political discourse, and in The Heidenmauer in 1832, The Headsman and the Abbaye de, this is French, vignerons, I think, how that's pronounced. The G is silent, right? Vignerons.
Let me find it.
It's Vignerons. The Bravo depicted Venice as a place where ruthless oligarchy lurks behind the mask of serene republic. All were widely read by both sides of the Atlantic, though some Americans accused Cooper of apparently abandoning his American life for being a European, not realizing that the political subterfuges in European novels were cautions directed at his American audiences. Thus, The Bravo was roughly treated by some critics in the United States.
I found it. It's Abbé de Vigneron.
Yeah, I can't do that. When you do that
I
thing
had
with
to in
the
school.
roll, I can't do it. I can't do that. It will make it sound like I'm choking to death and someone will do the Heimlich on me.
We don't want that.
No.
Just leave the French to me. It's okay.
I'm still really...
Spoken like an Austrian.
Yeah, exactly.
What? Fuck off.
I still am shocked that Cole Meany is in this movie because I didn't see him. I thought I recognized everybody in this fucking movie, and I missed that. And by the way, Stephen Waddington is really good as Major Duncan Hayward, the guy that's vying for Cora's love. He's a damn fine actor. By the way, he's in 4 episodes of season 1 of Slow Horses with Gary Oldman. Anima. Michael Mann was said to be fanatical about the details, causing tension amongst cast and crew. Yeah, well, I've heard that as much as this is a great set to work on, that there was a lot of tension, and I believe that was probably from him. Achtung, Frenchie.
Ben, it did not escape the. Well, I have had a little chuckle seeing the character calls Paul. Oh my god! Like the director.
All right, so
Yeah.
here's this
James
one here.
Cameron.
Here's how it would be said. It would be Achtung, Frosch.
Yeah, Achtung Frosch.
Because the French are frogs.
Ouch.
Well, we call them.
I've never
frog
really
eaters.
thought it was that much of a fucking insult. I fucking love frogs. I think they're great.
Yeah, I don't know how you cannot see that as an insult, but okay.
Because my buddy Patrick Parenteau, whom I have been trying for years to get him on here because he's so funny. When we first met, because we'd only been talking by email and shit like that and chat, and we all decided to meet in 2000 at the Blade Runner convention there in Tacoma, Washington, the Millennium Expo. And he shows up and he walks up to me because he recognized me because he knew I was a giant. He walked right up to me and he spoke to me and I went, Patrick, oh my God, you're a frog. Because he's got a thick French accent. And he laughed and I went, oh no, wait, no, you're Canadian. So you're a faux frog. It's nothing better than insulting a French person in a playful way in French, using their own language. Daniel Day-Lewis is great, as always. Eating horses' bobbies is worse than frog legs. I would never do that. Yeah, I would never do that. Snails. I've had both. I grew up in, gigging. We gig for frogs, and we would cut their legs off and eat them, fry them up. And you always want to get the bigger ones. And there's a French chef that my sister worked for that whenever I was in town, he would always send frog legs home for me because he knew I liked them. And he thought that was really cool that I like frog legs. I said, well, it's because I'm from the southern Midwest and we gig frogs and eat them. Old Ironsides, 1926, a terrific film. I know this is off topic because the story, look, why are you even saying that, Gambit? We just assume anything you're going to say is off topic because the story doesn't go around Indians, but it is a must-see vehicle. It stars Charles Farrell, Wallace Beery, love Wallace Beery, George Bancroft. Yeah. And Boris Karloff's in it? Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
He's in a movie, Gambit, you need to check out. It's I think it's just after they started doing talkies, called The Sea Bat. It's hard to find. I got a copy of it. And if you want a copy of it and if you can't find one, I will find a way to get you a copy, but it's called The Sea Bat. And it deals with ships and this giant fucking stingray. That's a monster. Boy, this looks like an actual painting, the way those color brushes are. That's really cool. Oh, crap.
What?
Oh, nobody was responding to me. So I'm like, am I frozen? Because
No.
the video is frozen. The video is frozen. It's Martin.
Oh, okay. Hope we get him back.
Me too. Do we not have a copy of it?
I can go get one, but
Is it in there? Because I can
didn't
go get
see
it right
the
now.
I didn't see the minute mark. That's the problem. I don't know if he's still putting them in there.
OneDrive, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Go to shared files.
God, it's so slow opening up for me.
It's going slow for me too.
Yeah, it's in there.
Let me download it.
Okay.
Pop Culture Minefield. Yeah, Seabat with, yep, there you go. That's the movie right there. And Boris Karloff's in there too. Manhunter Mohican. There it is. Downloading now. But this is it's a great little film. I do like it. Been a long time since I watched it, but I wanted a copy of it so badly. I know, Shirley, it's just fucking awful. And I'm so glad we got to do for his birthday. We did a whole week of his movies. Duvall is really, like I said, he's in my top 10 favorite actors of all time.
He's in one of my favorite movies of all time, Secondhand Lions.
Anima enjoyed that movie. I was very happy she liked it. I showed her that, and then I played her the ending of Red Dragon, the movie, with Anthony Hopkins and Edward Norton. And it's closer to the ending of the actual book. But I do like Manhunter, man. That is a 80s classic.
I had way more fun watching that than this movie.
Yeah, when he jumps through that fucking window at the end, man, that fucking music's rocking out.
Oh, yeah.
Iron Butterfly, fuck yeah. And he goes through that fucking window and he just lands right in his fucking hands. And his feet never touch the ground.
He has a power outage, so he's not coming back.
All right, it's up. What? It's telling me the video is invalid.
Invalid.
Yeah, it's telling me it's invalid. It won't
That's
open it for
supposed
me.
to be. Let me try.
Yeah, it's not even showing up with a thumbnail right now. You delete it and try it again. Actually, before I do, I'm going to open it. Nope. See, it's got a problem. It may be me. It looks like I'm missing a codec. Let me see.
Yeah, I'm
again.
trying it. I'm downloading it. Let me see if it works for me.
All right, I'm getting the new codec from Windows. By the way, guys, I'm not on my computer. Lauren loaned me her computer, her laptop.
Okay.
I love her pen. Oh my God. Are you fucking kidding me?
What? What's up?
It's not letting me download this. Yeah, I gotta talk to her later. So I can't get this codec to work.
Well, I got a noise, but it seems to work.
Yeah, it's not working on my end because I'm missing a codec. All right. Did you put it back to where the movie was?
I don't know where we were. I just put it to like 45 minutes or something.
Wow, you digitally went robot there. It was crazy.
Closing everything.
Yeah, we did The Keep a while back.
Should be better
And
now.
I like that film.
A while back, because we did The Keep when I was visiting you. That was in 23. No, 24. So October 24.
Yeah, Nettie Bumpo, she's a character that dies in the final book. Yeah, it's such an odd film when you watch it. And I would love to see his original vision. He had his own cut, and the studio interfered with it, and he refused to even talk about the movie today.
Wow, that sucks.
Wait, what is this? And speaking of the talkies a la 1930, you've got Seabat. Yeah, that's the one I brought up. Anna Christie, Redemption, Romance. Oh, All Quiet on the Western Front, The Big Trail, The Unholy Three, and The Big House. I don't know Romance. I don't know Paid. And I don't know Anna Christie or Redemption. Those are films I've never watched. But I've seen all the other ones. I'm big fans of them, too. And here's the thing. If they were produced by MGM, those movies exist because they burned over half of their silent films.
Yeah, that's a crime what they did.
Yeah, they should have been sent to prison for that.
Yeah.
They say, well, we owned it. It's like, no, the world owns that.
Yeah.
Those movies.
Exactly.
No. I like in France. This is something I've always loved about France when it came to film. Do you know who owned the movies made by studios in France?
No?
The director.
Oh, that's nice. That's how it should be.
Talking picture, and it was his last film. It was while he was making that film that he found out that he had cancer. Yes, MGM shouldn't have ostracized tons of their movies from the pre-talkie era. They're completely gone. Gone. They burned them.
It's
That's like burning books. That's like burning books to me.
It is.
You know, if I could go back in time, you know, you say that, go back and would you kill Adolf? I would go back and stop them. I would steal all those movies and bring them to the future.
Yeah, I would help you do that.
Look, man, if AI does weasel its way into things, yeah.
It's getting scarily good.
Yeah. All to save money. I mean, it's a fucking crime.
And they never got any, I don't know. Nobody did anything. They just got away with it.
By the way, if you ever get to see the movie Man of a Thousand Faces with James Cagney as Lon Chaney, that's a good movie.
Oh, nobody's going to miss Hollywood. Are you kidding?
They did it to themselves.
Holly weird.
Yeah, in like 50 years, someone will say Hollywood, and the other person will go, "Is that somebody's name? Some chick named Holly?"
Well, you do have a dog Hollywood in a movie.
Yes, it's the self-consuming snake. You know, woke diversity. You know, I'm serious. Jimmy Carr did the best breakdown of Marxism and woke I've ever heard, and it shocked me that he's a gutsy dude, saying some of the shit he says, because saying the shit he says could get him arrested in England.
That's scary too. You can get arrested for that. What has this world come to?
Yeah, buddy, signed his own death warrant. Yeah.
Yeah, let's talk about people who are not in this movie, so we don't have to talk about this movie.
Well, I don't mind talking about this flick. We've said pretty much all that really was needed.
Yeah.
Now it's just sort of like we're watching these scenes, because this is the build up to the climax, and that last 45 minutes of this movie is, for me, was worth the price of admission, because I love the last third of this film. Hey, we got Martin back.
Yay!
I wish I could say the same about my browser.
Oh no.
I had a lot of things open.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks.
Lon Chaney. Oh man, I need to see more Lon Chaney movies.
Yeah, here's what killed him. Lon Chaney Sr. died on August 26, 1930, at the age of 47. His death was caused by a throat hemorrhage resulting from complications of bronchial lung cancer. The condition had been exacerbated by artificial snow made of cornflakes that became lodged in his throat during filming of Thunder in 1929, leading to severe infection. He had been battling pneumonia and anemia, and despite medical efforts, his health declined rapidly. His final film, The Unholy Three, was released just weeks before his death. He was interred at Forest Lawn Memorial Park Cemetery in Glendale, California, next to his father, with his crypt remaining unmarked. You know, I wonder if criminals started stealing movie actors' bodies from Forest Lawn, if Gavin Newsom would have done something then. Because
What are you
they could
talking
walk
about?
into stores and just take whatever they want from stores. Well, what if they went into fucking cemeteries and started stealing the bodies of actors to ransom? You know,
Don't
would
give
that have
them
been
ideas.
would
Yeah.
that be a crime too far? Would Gavin Newsom then do something about criminals? I don't know. I don't think so. Lon Chaney, The Man of a Thousand Faces. And that's the movie, Davey, to watch. The Man of a Thousand Faces with Jimmy Cagney. Very good film about Lon Chaney.
Oh my God, Zach.
It really is, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, yes, he had cancer. Yes, he had pneumonia and anemia. But the fact is, it all got exacerbated by him inhaling fucking cornflakes.
Yeah, that won't have helped the pneumonia.
This battle scene is so intense, and I know that Dale Dye directed this because that's what they end up doing. The directors usually allow the military technical advisor like Dale to actually direct what's happening here. He's doing the physical direction, telling people where to go, how to attack, plan this whole thing out. Because this is an interesting battle, the way it starts. And I'm like, yeah, that's how it would have started. Them ambushing them from the woods. And there they are in they're in 4 lines. Fucking walking along. Yeah, that's not how you want to get caught with your pants down. And that's why we kicked the British's ass, too, a few years later, because the American Indians taught us how to fight guerrilla warfare. And that's how we fought the war. And the British hated us for it. They did. They considered it ungentlemanly, the way we fought, that we would shoot from behind trees. And they would like go in lines and fight in order. And you can see it in the movie The Patriot. As crazy as that fucking movie is. And that movie's whack, okay? Whack. I still enjoy that movie because it shows combat. And it's like when he shows that one cannonball going through and taking that guy's legs out from under him. That was fucking nuts.
That sounds crazy, yeah.
Actually, it looked like a mortar round. It was bigger than a cannonball. Yeah, Tony the Tiger. No, actually, we could blame Kellogg's for that one.
Yeah, they invented cornflakes.
Yeah, he should have sued Kellogg's for that. I mean, the native Indian character, Magua, played by Daniel Day in the aristocratic. Wait, what?
No, Magua was
played by Wes Studi.
Wes Studi.
Yeah, Wes Studi played Magua. He's actually with the I just forgot the name of the tribe. Yeah, the Mohicans versus
Huron.
That's it. The Hurons, yes.
The Huron, but he really wasn't what? He was, because he was adopted. He had to become adopted by the tribe that enslaved him, the Mohawks.
And the irony is both tribes have them. The Hurons also have Mohawks. Oh, that's what they do. Oh, I forgot about this. He's a Huron named Magua, and he masquerades as a Mohawk ally. And he's pretending, but he hates them. Yep. And he has the single most satisfying death in the film.
Fuck yes.
When he hits him, oh, what is the name of that blade?
I don't know.
No,
But
I'm going to look it up because it has a cool name.
Here's the thing: if the chief of the tribe hadn't assigned him the other girl, Alice, he would have lived, because the fight with Uncas was for Alice. So he killed Uncas, and then the father is compelled to kill Magua to avenge Uncas.
Yeah, and the girl trumps.
Yeah. Yes. Sachem.
Yeah, they call it, it's called the Gunstock War Club. And the reason it's called that is because the handle part of it looks like a rifle bending down to the stock. And the stock itself is a fucking blade. It's actually got a blade edge all the way down to where the grip is.
And has a little pike in the base.
God, it is a nasty weapon, man.
Yes.
And when Chikanguk fucking hits him with that fucking weapon, it hits him in the elbow, and it's on camera, and you see the wound open. I'm like, how did they fucking do that? Oh, look, we have to do a Apocalypto. I want to do that movie so badly because I fucking love the ugly realism of that life there. As times were getting worse and worse for them, they killed more and more in sacrifice. So it got bad with the priests killing so many of the citizens. Yeah, Uncas is the saddest tragedy in the film because he's doing the same thing Hawkeye is doing, running to save his woman.
Yeah.
And then he dies trying, and then she refuses to let them take her, and she throws herself off the cliff.
They should have waited. They should have waited at least getting out of the past. They should have been trailing them.
Right.
And,
And
wait,
by the
and
way,
wait for a better moment.
I'm curious, how did you react to Magoo, what he did there at the end? Because he's got the blade in his hand, his knife. His knife is in his hand from fighting. And he's got the blade up, and then he slowly lowers it and then puts out his bloody hand and reaches to her and goes like this. And I was curious what other people thought of that, what he did there in that last moment, trying to keep her from killing herself.
He didn't
Whatever
try very
fucking reason.
hard.
He was trying to convince her because that's a loss for him.
Yep.
Yeah, but he just held out his hand and told her not to
You
do it.
cannot
instead of
do
going
anything
there and
else.
grabbing her.
Yeah, if he went to reach for her,
she jumped.
She would have jumped. He was trying to just put his hand out, show that he's not going to hurt her by putting the blade down.
He's trying to
did
diffuse.
This. It's exactly what he was doing. In his own physical ways, no words, he was trying to diffuse her killing herself. But she was too in love, and she was not going to be raped. Sorry, used the bad word. Hopefully it won't get caught this late in the show.
No, she had been transferred as property to him, so she could be seen more like a concubine.
Yeah.
And I think that is what is in his mind. If she dies, the chief may not believe that he didn't kill her, because he was under orders not to kill her.
This popped up here, and what is this one about?
What?
With the cannibalism.
Wow.
I don't remember. Was that?
Oh,
in
maybe Apocalypto.
Was that in Apocalypto? I don't remember the cannibalism.
I haven't seen Apocalypto yet. Yeah, I know. Everybody tells me that I should, and I'm not negated.
You will like that movie.
What do you mean?
You will like that movie. I'm telling you. I know in my heart you will like that
I'm
movie.
trying to fuck you with you.
Come to think, Stephen
Well,
Otten
fuck
from
harder.
Deleted Scene wanted to put a screening of that film on YouTube. That'd be cool. Yeah. It's a long movie, though. Wonderful moments in this film. Wes Studi, let's talk about him for a moment.
Yes. And James complies, and fuck, I cannot select a James comment. Just below Gambit.
What about it?
Yes. Mawa wasn't evil, just broken.
Yep. He had righteous reasons for what he felt. He had been wronged in his life. But I would like to talk. I thought you were wanting to talk about the actor Wes Studi, which I think he's an interesting guy, because he was born into a Cherokee family in Oklahoma. As a rural area. Rural means out in the fucking boonies. He's the son of Maggie Studi, a housekeeper, and Andy Studi, a ranch hand. Until he attended elementary school, he spoke only Cherokee at home. He attended Chilocako Indian Agricultural School for high school and graduated in '64, the year I was born. His vocational major was in dry cleaning. In 2024, Studi appeared in the television series Finding Your Roots and learned that Eugene Philpott who was listed on his birth certificate, was not his biological father. Researchers later determined that his father was was one of the two brothers, Jess and Bobby Blair. Also, during that episode, it was discovered his sixth great-grandmother was Nanyeki, Akika, and Cherokee leader. At the age of 17, Studi enlisted in the Oklahoma National Guard. I forgot to tell, because I remember he served in the military and had his basic combat training, advanced individual training at Fort Polk, Louisiana. And when you say that, you got to say Fort Polk, Louisiana. You got to have a southern drawl when you say Fort Polk. Studi volunteered for active service and went to Vietnam in the 3rd Battalion, 3rd Infantry Division, or 9th Infantry Division, where he served for 12 months, a full tour. After his discharge, Studi became politically motivated and involved in Native American activism. He joined the American Indian Movement in 1972 and participated in the Trail of Broken Treaties, where hundreds of Native American activists marched on Washington. He was also one of the protesters who briefly occupied the Bureau of Indian Affairs building there. And that is what got him, because he participated in the Wounded Knee incident. Okay. And that is what got him in this movie. Both he and Russell Means were there together. They knew each other. You can see photographs of the two of them at that protest. And Michael Mann said, I want those two men in this movie. And that's why they were cast, because of what they did in real life. He was a gutsy dude. You know, he served in combat. There's a moment, you know, by the way, that I really like when he turns to her, when he has to leave under that waterfall. And the way he leaped that is so fucking cinematic.
Yeah.
Like that heroic leap through the water.
Like
waterfall.
Batman getting out of the
Fuck
bath.
yeah, like Batman. Exactly. Fuck, man, it's a great moment. I remember my heart pounding when I saw that. But what he says to her is so fucking important. You know, he says, I will find you. And he says, you must survive. And what he's telling her is they're going to do things to you.
Yeah.
And you must
submit.
survive.
Submit.
You must
And wait for
survive,
me.
because I will come for you. Well, the site's consensus states that The Last Mohican is a breathless romantic adventure that plays loose with James Fenimore Cooper's novel. Thank God, right? And comes out with a richer action movie for it. Not only that, a far more historically accurate story. And this is from Rotten Tomatoes. On a Metacritic, the film holds a weighted average score of 76 out of 100 based on 18 critics. And of
That's
those
not
18
enough.
critics, I don't give a shit. What I care about is audience scores. And
Yeah.
always audience score. That's all that matters to me. I don't give two shits what critics think. Their opinions mean they're paid to have that opinion. That's why I don't like them. Last of the Mohicans.
I
I
remember,
got to get a new keyboard. This fucking keyboard's killing me.
I remember
Killing me,
too,
Smalls.
when I was watching the making of.
Yeah.
Michael Mann is speaking about the final confrontation between Magua and I've always that name is too complicated for me. And the father of Hawkeye and Ankas. And he says when they look at each other, you see the abandonment and the blah blah blah, and nothing is really resolved. I don't know. I think the conflict was clearly resolved to me. Howell was fucking dead.
Yeah. I was trying to find a photo of Cole Meany as his character, but nothing.
All right, here you go. I'm going to show you guys right now. We can pause it for just a split second here. There you go. Rotten Tomatoes. A perfect score. 88 for the critics and 88 for the audience. That's the score that matters for me, is what the audience thinks. I'm not saying that audiences will always pick a great movie, but you're more likely to be close to whether it's a good film or not if you watch the audience score.
I think
Fuck the
critics weren't as bad as they are today back in the 90s.
They were getting bad in the 90s, because I told you I had arguments with Ebert.
Yeah.
About some of his reviews. I said, your reviews are politically motivated. I thought this is about movie making.
Yeah, but I don't always agree with what he says.
Well, me either. Even though I agree with a lot of what he said, I disagree with him because, like, the movie Bound, I don't think is a great movie at all. By the Wachowskis. I don't think it's a very good film at all.
It's an okay movie.
Yeah, that's it. That's all it is. And that's what I said to him. I said, I mean, it's okay. It's good. It's not great. But you went on, you were fawning over it, is what I told him at one point, fawning over it. I said, and it kind of bugs me because, you know, it has nothing new to tell us. It didn't tell us anything in a new or different way. The only thing it changed was the sexuality of the two main characters. Instead of being a guy and a girl, like you see in your typical neo-noir film, it's two girls. Like, oh, yeah, wow, that's so different.
Well, but they were those girls. And
well, yeah, look. What's her
Jennifer
name?
Tilly?
No, it's
Jennifer Tilly and...
No, the other chick.
Yeah.
My boss, that was his hall pass, was her, the Italian bird. Because, you know, his wife, and I thought it was funny because his wife, Deanna, looked like her. And I thought, you definitely have a type. You have a type. You like women with that upper lip.
Gina Gershon.
Ooh. Yeah, Gina Gershon.
Ooh.
What's this? But Dances with Wolves, he insinuated was sugar-coated. Wait, what?
No, that was a great movie.
Last of the Mohicans is not authentic or uncompromised. Are we quoting somebody? Critic Roger Ebert of Chicago Sun gave the film 3 stars and called it quite an improvement on Cooper's all but unreadable book. I don't argue with that a bit. I don't like the book. I did not like the book. I like the character of Hawkeye. I did in the book. I hated the book. And worthy successor to Randolph Scott version.
I'm glad we didn't have that on our reading list.
I didn't like the Randolph Scott version. I saw it as a kid, and it's not memorable. I don't remember much about it. And that tells me something. If I don't remember a film, it must not have been memorable. And I'm not that big of a Randolph Scott fan to begin with. He didn't get interesting as an actor until he got old. And then he started doing good movies. It's a gritty story. Nobody really wins. Life is a loss in real life too. Yep. We all die. You know, they say happy ending. It's like, really? Doing say The Last of the Mohicans is not an authentic or uncompromised. Absolutely right. As it claims to be more of the matinee fantasy than it wants to admit. And it was done for a reason because of the encroaching expansion that was coming in the United States. Siskel said he felt for the culture, I'd have this movie in my top 50 of all time. It's a must-see. But Dance with Wolves, he insinuated was sugar-coated. He's full of shit on that.
Yeah.
I agree, Gambit. Very authentic. Yeah, and I think the film corrects some problems in the book. That this is better than the book. I'll say that.
More better?
This movie is better than
more better.
As my brother Michael would say, it's more better. Oh, Helen Place is here. I forgot to say hi.
Hi, Helen, please.
Yeah, the regular crew's here. Or as Billy Joel would say, the regular crowd comes shuffling in. And if you don't understand that, I feel bad for you. You should know what that means. That is from Piano Man. Yeah, Bound is not for everyone. Oh, I don't care about that. I mean, I could care less. What I want is to be told a story that's worth my time. And I watched that and I was like, I could have been doing something else. It didn't tell me anything new. It borrowed from every fucking cliche from every fucking noir film. Nothing new. They didn't tell it in any different, interesting way other than, we'll make it about lesbians. That'll make it all new and good. No, that's okay. That is a device. Changing the two protagonists into what do you call her? The femme fatale and the main protagonist. Gina Gershon is the main protagonist, and Jennifer Tilly is the femme fatale. And it's like your typical noir story. And if you just pretend it's a man and a woman, there's nothing fucking new. That movie's not memorable. Oh, but it's lesbian, so that makes it memorable. No, it doesn't. The story is what's memorable.
Yeah. Who cares?
And I just, I kind of shit on Ebert at lunch about that one. I wouldn't give up on that. It just bugged me how he went on about that fucking, just fawning over it. What?
Look at Sandra. Is there a movie called The First of the
Mohicans? Yeah, who was the first one?
This is where he kills him. Oh, this is so bloody. He stabs him so many fucking times, and then he finishes him. And he does that almost out of pity.
Yeah.
It's not because he's angry. He kills him because he didn't want him to suffer. How about the middle of the trilogy there, Sander? We'll call it the middle of the Mohican.
The most common Mohican. Oh,
there you go. There you go.
Gambit, that is not the way. You're taking away his trophy.
It is. Well, he loves Sander, so he's doing it for Sander Hammerschlag.
It's not here.
As an American, if you don't know who Billy Joel is, something is wrong with you. You goddamn right. By the way, Shellback, as a fan, a true fan of Billy Joel, I came up with that saying that he always said, and I taught that to my daughter. I would say those words to her: "Don't take shit off nobody."
Whoa, what happened with the slideshow?
I don't know.
It ended.
No,
it went away.
Okay.
But I kicked it from the studio because I thought it had ended. It looked like it had ended.
Oh.
Now there's still more.
Okay.
Because
wait, there's still more.
I've got 5 terrorists going southeast on Bakalakadaka Street.
There you go.
Yeah, because we know that there's more because he just, Magura killed Uncas. There, he cut his throat and killed him, and so we got to deal with her jumping off, and then not Hawkeye, Cinco, to kill
Magua.
Not Magua.
And then comes the farewell to Uncas.
Find it.
Well, it's essentially an hour-long porn video, like the Wachowski. Yeah.
It was soft. It was soft porn. Yeah.
Oh, now Sanders said it.
I can't find it.
Can't find what?
Okay, where we left off.
Okay, you're there. Oh,
I moved.
We're almost there.
Where it's at. We're fine.
Yeah.
But conventional movie
okay.
violence.
That's
Yeah, this is, I know where we were at. I watched and saw it and I put it there. But conventional movie violence in this case, now this, The Last Mohicans, is way more realistic with the violence. Yeah. It's realistic in its violence the same way a combat film is. They're showing what happens when you actually shoot somebody with these fucking muskets. I love that they added in the whole fast loading. And he learned how to do it, and he was really good at it. They complimented him on his fighting skills.
But then they
really
barely
learned.
showed it.
we forgot this scene.
Yeah, this is the part that really got to me. Is the reloading in this film is cut out so much to where it looks like they've got repeater rifles. They're just constantly firing. You never see people reloading. There's only really one good scene of him reloading is when he's rushing up this mountain.
Yeah. Running uphill, reloading. Oh my God. That was crazy.
Yeah.
Hi, Jen. Oh, wait. Penny's here. Hi, Penny.
Always Gambit.
Do we have Penny's video?
What was it?
I think should be on.
It was, which movie was that?
Big Bang Theory.
Oh, that was it. Yeah, it should be in there. It was at the bottom. And it is not there anymore.
Okay, maybe it's on. Okay, that I'm gonna change the studio.
Oh no!
Here, on Marinette. Maybe. Let me see.
Where the fuck did it go?
I don't know.
Penny. Because I put it in there.
I know. We've used it before.
I'll add it again. Hold on. Thank God I still have all my external hard drives. So I can
yeah,
that's
a lifesaver.
And it crashes. Oh, yeah. Irony. You are so ironic.
You know who crashed too? Uncas. And Alice.
Yeah, I didn't have to wait for her long. Are you finding it?
I'm in a different computer, so that's making it hard. So give me a second.
That is where he says it, by the way, that he's the last of the Mohicans.
Oh, no. I'm not seeing it in here.
Because I true am the last of Mohicans.
It should be
unlike
on
you, pale
I
face.
can't believe it's not on there. This is pissing me off.
Who's here? Whoa!
What?
Christian Phantom Geek, I haven't seen you in ages, man. Good to see you.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
Who?
Christian Fandom Geek.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, it's good to see you again.
All right, I'm going to send this to you and you can upload it. I can't compress it here. I don't have my tools on this computer. So I'm going to do it on OneDrive.
So
I hope you get your computer back soon.
I got to call the store here in a minute.
Didn't he say he would call you when the fans arrive?
No.
Okay.
that's a good sign. You should be worried when they say, "Don't call us. We'll call you." Oh,
Well, what worries me is that a shop offering Western Union transfers doesn't even have $80. That's ridiculous.
Well, it pisses me off more that you and I can't do transactions back and forth through a bank.
We can, but it takes a while. All right, now it's finished.
Uploading into Pop Culture Minefield Martin videos clips.
okay.
And it's done. It's in there now. Penny. I did put it in here. It was at the bottom of here. I don't know where it's at.
Yeah, I think I have to do an inventory of our assets with T.
Because we're
Well,
hoarding.
this is why I won't delete that folder of those videos. I would love to be able to delete them, but the fact is, I know the minute I delete them, StreamYard's going to do something. I'm going to have to find a video clip that we created. I mean, my God, we still have this video, and I fucking love this video.
What the hell?
Prepare to die!
Jesus, titty fucking. Christ!
And this one.
I like you. You have balls. I like balls.
Okay, I just compress it.
Yeah, where have you been, dude? God, man, it's been a day or two since we saw you last. The Emperor of California is about John Sutter, who came to seek fame and fortune in America, and it's a good black and white movie.
Okay, it doesn't fit here. Let's go to Madeleine. Yeah, I know. That's what she said.
Well, you see the title, The Bear, and the only thing I think of is The Edge. Because that's a great film, too, with Anthony Hopkins. I like the movie because Alec Baldwin gets murdered.
Oh, that's always good.
I never deleted the Hillary Clinton. Yeah, I know. I love that line. There's no I in Team America. Yes, there is. Never delete anything. Yeah, I like that one too. Chaplin Gold Rush. I've seen that one multiple times. Good film. Yeah, The Edge. Oh, man. And that bear in real life, just the nicest thing. But good God, he's scary as fuck in that movie.
Okay,
It's
so
a real bear.
I had to put it in the wrong studio, not the other place. But we will fix this afterwards. In the meantime, Penny, there you go.
Penny,
Sheldon.
Penny,
Sheldon.
Penny,
Sheldon.
Penny.
There you go, Penny.
And there it is.
Wait a minute. Fun fact, Alec Baldwin had killed more people than Charles Manson. That's a fun fact. Another great movie. Is Gambit filmed in Italy and Austria, apparently.
Which one?
Are we talking about the wilderness stuff for The Edge? I don't know where the shooting location was for that. The Kodiak bear in there is Bart the bear. Oh, that bear, Bart the bear. And I think he passed away. I think I remember I told you this story about that bear. And they had another one that they named basically Bart the Bear the Second, and I think he died too. They got some sort of weird condition. October 1980, Bart was diagnosed with cancer and later underwent surgery twice to remove tumors from his right paw. I read this to you before.
Yeah.
The cancer returned, however, taking away his strength and appetite and causing him to not want to take pain medication. He was eventually euthanized on May 10th of 2000 at the age of 23. And normally bears live twice, and he was buried on the Seuss's ranch. And then, he was filming a television documentary, Growing Up Grizzly, Bart, featuring the other bear, Bart's namesake, Bart the Bear II, which was narrated by Brad Pitt, who had also appeared with Bart the Bear in Legends of the Fall, which is basically, I refer to that movie, Legends of the Fall, as the R-rated bonanza. Yeah, that is not the original Bart. That is, I think, the third member of the family.
I think captivity isn't good for them. Makes them die younger than when they're out in the
film, The
wilderness.
Emperor of California, with Louis Trinker and the Swiss actor. I think I read something about this before. And I'm going to specifically look up Kodiak bear. Sure. So the oldest known Kodiak bear was 35-year-old female. So they don't live 43. I thought it was 43 years, but it's 35 years. So there you go. They're amazing bears, the Kodiaks. I wouldn't want to be around one.
No.
I have a rule. I don't want to be around animals I can't knock unconscious if I have to. It's a simple rule to live by, because you never know when an animal might have something happen and they lose their shit. Do you want to be caught with that animal when that's got giant jaws and shit biting you to fucking death because something happened out of its control? You know, not me. So I remember when my buddy Jim Hillsup, he had this Roddy, beautiful fucking Roddy, man, very playful. I love playing with that dog, but he would come home and we'd gone for a workout. We'd come home just all fucking, you know, and grab some beer, start chugging, and that dog would come in and want to play, and he'd get up with it. And he was a short, stocky guy, like a Rocky Marciano, a real short and stocky guy. And he would start throwing inner hooks on this dog. And look, man, I know what it sounds like when you hit a fucking human being hard. And because I've hit and been hit. And he was hitting that dog like, if you hit a human the way he was popping that dog, it would have knocked the human unconscious. And that dog was fucking like, yeah, like totally into it. It's fucking nuts. And that's why I decided I never want to own a Rottweiler. I love them. I love them. I would never own one. Huge dogs, yeah. High Chaparral was another great TV show. Yeah, it was. I like that show. The Big Trail, John Wayne fighting a bunch of savages. Yeah. Snorty is the mega oldest bear. There you go. So, yeah, Grizzly from 1975. I remember that movie, Davey. I saw that in the theater. I'll tell you a movie though that's not about bears that scared the shit out of me as a kid was the Boggy Creek Monster movie, the first one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that scared the shit out of me. I was there with, and here's why. I'm sitting with my buddy Kevin Smith, not the actor director, but my buddy Kevin that I grew up with there at the apartment. And we're watching that movie, and we're both like, it's a tense moment in the movie. They're reenacting shit that supposedly really happened, and we're just like really into this. We believe this is true, all 100% true as kids. My dad went to get something to drink for us, came back, he's holding the thing with the drinks, and he reached, and we're both sitting like so close. With one hand, he was able to touch our fucking shoulders, and he went, "Hey," and it was like we jumped out of our fucking skin and yelled when he grabbed it, totally embarrassing us. And he just laughed. He thought it was the funniest fucking thing. People laughed at us because we screamed like little girls. It was funny. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that film. Don't like that. Saw a clip of Grizzly savaging Leonardo. Oh, yeah. That's from The Revenant. And holy shit, that scene. I really did like that movie. He got more revenge than he really did in real life. He got no revenge.
All he got was
he gave the one guy
rifle.
forgiveness because he begged for the forgiveness, and he granted forgiveness. And the other guy kind of got away and he was told, if you fucking kill him while he's serving, we will charge and hang you.
The only thing he got was the army made the other guy return his rifle. That's all.
Yep. And later, though, he was killed. And they show that in the movie where he gets killed in that river. But he wasn't there when it happened. That happened separate. They put him at that location so he could get something out of that guy's death. That maybe some kind of revenge out of it. But I like the movie. And the whole survival thing is totally true.
The whole ordeal that guy went through was on another level.
Yeah, and he absolutely did pull a Luke Skywalker in crawling inside a carcass. And that's totally true. A rotting carcass. To get some warmth.
Ew.
Yeah, Glass was a real dude. Yeah, he was. Yep, that was his name. It was.
Mr.
Fascinating
Glass.
dude. He's as interesting to me as the real Liver Eaton Johnson. Because that guy's story is something else, man. Yeah, his back got shredded by that bear. And his spine was exposed.
How did not die by sepsis? I don't get it.
The cold weather might have prevented it. It might have been the cold that saved him from the sepsis. I'm telling you. It's a crazy story. He really fucking survived that shit. New standards when it comes to pent-up passion, but commented positively on the spectacular scenery. And it's a decent. That's how the Washington Post classified the film as a glam opera and the NT version of a gothic romance. Rita Kempley of the Post recognized heavy drama writing and film sets. Yeah, this is a pretentious cunt right here. I could give a fucking shit. Throwing in all these things like MTV and glam. Yeah, fuck that bitch.
It couldn't give. If you could, you actually do.
Nice, what? But commented positively and respect. I don't see that in there. But the fact is, in the way I say it, if you're saying it about me saying that, I could care less. I could care a whole lot less. More on.
Yeah, that means you care.
No, it doesn't mean I care. It just means that I could care less.
It means you care. You care on some level.
I don't care, but there's a level of caring that I could drop lower than. That's what that means. It's the literal meaning of that phrase, the way I said it, which is wrong. I'll admit it. It's wrong the way I said it. And, and thanks for calling me out in front of everybody, baby. I appreciate
You're
that.
welcome.
Early on, most European traders took native wives. Yeah, but my problem with that movie, Pocahontas by Disney, the animated film, I didn't like the way that it showed the wrong fucking guy. He's not the one who fell in love with her. There's another dude. And it was not good for her. She was definitely not treated well. And I really hate those bullshit fake Disney movies where they take a historical story and fuck it up. And it's totally dishonest, that movie. The French king got upset with that idea and sent a whole load of French ladies out there. I am not sure they were all pleased with the relocation. And sadly, all of them already had syphilis. Dirty French whores.
Oh my!
It was widespread back then.
Allegedly.
Yeah, critics are wrong with their biased nature. It is. It's just like, stop reading critics, man. We don't have movie critics like we had when I was a kid. They're all about the movie, Once the 80s hit, man, you started seeing that political slant coming from Roger Ebert. Roger Ebert was the first main critic who had a political slant with his reviews. And I caught him and I called him out on it to his face. It's, either you fucking care about the movie and you want to review it, or you care about your personal politics and the movie comes second. It's like, that's a lie. You're lying to your readers when you do that. Barry Norman in my day, he was pretty good. I got to be honest, man. One of my favorite critics when I was a kid was Gene Shalit. I just loved that guy. He loved everything. Gene Shalit. But where I grew up in Virginia, we watched the local NBC affiliate from DC. And we had the guy's name was Arch Campbell. Look him up sometime. Very good movie critic. And on top of that, he created the Arch Campbell Underground Film Festival out of DC. And this was just for local indies. And eventually indies from all over the country started coming around. But originally he started it in mostly local filmmakers from the region, would come and show their independent films that they made. And I love that shit. And he's a good critic. Very honest. No record exists regarding his Hugh Glass's origins, but he is widely said to have been born in Pennsylvania to Scotch-Irish parents. Yeah, not surprised. So that's it. I think we're done here. So, hey guys, we appreciate it. Today got all messed up. We appreciate you all guys still showing up and hanging out with us. It's sad that 11 Alpha's not here because I always enjoy his input too. But I want to thank Gambit, Snorty, Shirley Levasseur, Penny, E. Clay Thomason, Wade, Shellback, TJC, Country Shape Media, Slasher Fred, James Jameson, Davey Dredd, Hail and Play, Sander Hammerschlag, Christian Fandom Geek. It's good to see you, man. Long time. Hope we see more of you again. And that's it. So we're oh wait, hold on. We have somebody bitching in the back in the private. What's this, Anima? Can we please wrap? Sure, honey, we can wrap.
It's past midnight.
It's
past
my bedtime. I want to
For
have
you.
I want a little bit of time with you before I go to sleep.
Shut the fuck up and wrap this show.
And this show, we do give a little bit of information. It's fun. We talk about the movie a little bit, but it's a lot of derailing. And the fact is, this is a show about a bunch of people hanging out together talking. That's really what it is. It's the chat talking with us and we talking to the chat. So I like that. That's fun. Sometimes I wish we could get more about the film because I wanted to talk more about the Grumpy Old Men, but we got so sidetracked in that. And Pope, man, Pope is the king of sidetracking.
He's worse than Mephisto.
Yeah. Well, he usually got like a couple to 3 shots of whiskey in him. So he's more apt to be very loosey-goosey and just like whatever happens, happens. But that's it, guys. And I'm sorry that Pope and Joe couldn't be here. They were actually doing a stream with Brian right now. They're over there hanging out with him. So if they're still going, man, maybe go check, see what they're talking about. Yes, rest in peace, Barry Norman. Great movie critic in his day. Yeah, absolutely. So, all right, we're the fuck out of here, guys. You all have a great Monday. We'll see you again on Wednesday. Wednesday, we're going to be doing which film again? Was it?
Manhunter.
Thief.
Manhunter.
Manhunter. Thief is Friday.
We watched the director's cut or the extended cut, and boy, that was good.
Yeah,
I really liked that movie.
I don't know.
All right, guys. What?
I don't know if I have the director's cut or the theatrical.
I have it too. Do you need me to share it with you?
Oh, that would be nice.
I think it's just the extended cut. All right, guys, we're going to get out. Everybody have a great day. We'll see you on Wednesday. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Y'all come back now. You hear?
Matt Damon.